in audio.
Welcome back to a Cove episode. I think this is only number 2. We took a little bit of a hiatus. We're definitely having some connection issues. Happy to be back. New camera, new connection, new Wi-Fi, no more lagging issues. Fingers crossed. Happy Thanksgiving. I hope everybody is full of food and football. I know there's a game left. Chiefs and Cowboys in a tight one. Welcome back. How is everybody? Bearded Bishop, thanks for tuning in, man. Bob and Terry, thank you again. Bearded Jedi, welcome. Happy Thanksgiving. Evil Madrox, how's it going? Without further ado, we won't keep you waiting. Don't know if you've seen him on any other live streams. He's a good friend of mine, big supporter of Bay Area Beer Company. My co-host for the evening for this Thanksgiving Black Flag Friday special. None other than Patrick Green Eggs and Shram. Patrick, how's it going, my man? You muted yourself, so unmute and should be good.
Hey,
there we
let's
are.
try this again. Happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for having me on. Hello, everybody.
How's it going?
It's going really good. Going really good. Nice, quiet Thanksgiving. Had the old, traditional pot roast. As every time I try to cook turkey, it turns out dry, and I don't like it. So stick with what you know.
Yeah, I feel like you put something in the oven or a crock pot for 5-6 hours. Turkey is like, it's one of those things where it could be good, could be bad. There's no really, I don't think there's any fail-safe way to cook turkey.
I'm definitely a fan of the fried turkey over the oven. You got to baste it. It takes forever. But then when you're dealing with the oil, you spill it. It's a pain in the butt. How about it, Terry? So, yeah, it was a really nice Thanksgiving. My son called. Daughter called. So everybody touched base. Seems like everybody's doing good. Bro's doing good down in Florida. So, see him for Christmas.
Yeah, you decided to go with pot roast. Has there been any other deviations from turkey that you've done in the past?
Oh, let's see. We've done a standing rib roast. We've done a spiral ham quite a few times. Big fan of the spiral ham. Make a ham and bean soup with it with all the leftovers.
Yep, definitely.
Mashed potatoes, leftover potato pancakes. So that's always good. Let's see. I think it's about it. I think we did a prime rib one time too, and that turned out pretty good. But yeah, no turduckens. I've tried that. I don't know if you've ever tried a turducken, but I did not enjoy that experience. Just had some odd flavors and textures going on.
Yeah, Yeah, I actually tried to get Daniel to be on the show. He's in Orlando right now, so he's not too far away from me. I know he's busy with family, but I would love to have him on too. But yeah, I miss him as well. I know we haven't had the twinning conversation in a while. We I remember as a kid my mom choosing to make of all things. I know you did spiral ham, rib roast, and pot roast, all great like beef options. Um, my mom chose cube steak one year, which if anyone's
Oh,
familiar with cube steak, it is probably the worst cut of meat to ever try and eat. And she chose it for Thanksgiving one year, so that was fun. That was a fun year, and that only happened once. That did not happen ever again. So
well, growing up, we always had turkey. My dad did turkey. He actually, was a pretty good cook, so he always made turkey. And I remember always watching the Lions. We'd pull out the folding table and the chairs, have everybody over. I had five brothers and a sister, so a lot of people were there. But yeah, ever since the kids have gotten older, my son's 31, daughter's 29. So yeah, I don't see them as much as I usually do. They don't come home as often as they like to, or as I would like them to.
I know we talked about this earlier. Do you have any awful travel stories? I mean, not even let's stick to just the holidays. Not, I mean, you travel a lot for work, obviously, but and you probably have a bunch. Are there any just holiday travel stories in general? Even in the chat, what's the worst holiday travel story that you have?
The worst one was the week before Christmas. I was in Toronto and it snowed for about 36 hours straight. Must have dumped about 3.5, 4 foot. Everything was closed. My inspection got canceled, so I couldn't even go over to do the inspection that I was sent out there to do. So I had to stay in the hotel room, try to rebook a flight, like 2 or 3 days before Christmas. And yeah, that one was quite challenging. Made it home at the last minute after having multiple flights in between. So I went from Toronto to Chicago, from Chicago to Detroit, Detroit to North Carolina, and then North Carolina to New Jersey.
This is all one trip home.
Yeah, one trip.
Wow. And
I wouldn't say that's even my worst travel trip, but that's the worst one for the holidays. I had one that was even worse than that. It was that was like a 23-hour day. I ended up getting delayed for my first trip, and it was delayed about an hour and a half. So I was going all the way out to the West Coast, out to Portland. So I had to get another flight later, and that went to Denver. And then from Denver, I went all the way to San Francisco to Seattle, Seattle to Portland. So I ended up getting in Portland like at 2 o'clock in the morning. Had to be at the place the next day at 7. So that was probably my toughest one. I just hate
to be worse than.
Oh, it's like sitting in the airport just makes you nuts.
Yeah, it's like my girlfriend left yesterday, and she almost didn't make her connecting flight. So, and I mean, I can only imagine like just the anxiety of being in the air and worrying about, am I even going to be able to get to my next destination? And even if you do, your bags might not.
Yeah, that's always another risk.
Yeah, so you're never really out of the clear. Even though, dropping her off, and it didn't seem like it was that busy, obviously the day before. But it's one of the busiest travel weekends for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, Thanksgiving is definitely one of the major ones. I remember also one time I got stuck in Arizona because it was so hot that the tires were melting on the tarmac and they wouldn't let any planes land or take off. Yeah, you get to hear some really interesting stuff come over the radio when the captain comes on, when you end up traveling quite a bit. Sometimes it's pretty entertaining. I never had that one before.
Kind of goes, is that the first time that's happened? Do you think that they get briefed on that? Like, listen,
yeah, that happens quite a bit. They said when I was out there, I was like, "You gotta be kidding me!" But it was like 147 degrees on the asphalt, so it's like,
imagine they would like hose it down just to.
oh yeah, they got I don't want to say the petroleum trucks, but they look like the gas tankers, and they go out and they hose it down, spray it all down.
He's cooled down by like a few degrees.
But by the time they get from one end all the way down to the other, it's heated back up.
I want to say hi to Dan and Liz, Collie Creek Candles in the house. Thank you guys for joining in.
Yes,
also, I know
what'd you do for Thanksgiving?
Took it easy. So I guess can't really say take it easy. I mean, as far as family and traveling, that was pretty light. So girlfriend went out of town to visit some family. I had to work yesterday and tomorrow, so I didn't really have the ability to take off, but just staying busy. Kind of, doing this, releasing some products.
New goodies.
Couple, just preparing for tonight and the weekend for the new releases and all the Black Friday and the shipping that's going to be happening. So it's definitely a little somber around here, but I'm staying busy. So got plenty of food, plenty of football, plenty of friends, hanging out with you guys. I'm fine. I'm good to go.
I wish the Lions would lose like later in the day. It just ruins my whole day. The Lions end up sucking half the damn day. It's like, really?
Did they lose today? I didn't get to watch
the channel, get all mad like you. Yeah, football.
Yeah, I might be.
Beat Tampa.
You did. Yeah, they're not looking too hot right now. I can't really say much for my Buccaneers. I do think that if they get healthy, they could probably make a run. They have probably the most favorable schedule in the NFL moving forward, but it's been a tough stretch.
All right, since we brought football up, let's bring up sports gambling, because some of these calls that they're making are so obviously wrong. It's like, I wouldn't bet on a game. How do you even know? It's like, come on.
No, I wouldn't bet on any football games either, just because, and it's so. I have an issue with the fact that it's like a part of like the actual games now. Like before, that was separate, that you could go to an app or a website or Vegas connection and you could bet on football. Now there's commercials for it from the NFL. They tell you over-unders, fantasy projections on the scoreboard of the game that you're at. I think it's insane. There's nothing but commercials. There's nothing but advertisements for gambling nonstop. At least it used to be a little like kind of hush underground type of thing. Now it's just everything. Everybody.
Oh yeah, they've just opened it up. It's like a big can of worms now.
Yeah, the NFL's getting paid. Leagues are all getting paid from the revenue of the commercials. So it's like, we'll advertise. It's fine.
But it cracks me up. Like, the recent string with the basketball players and a couple of the baseball players, right? And they had Pete Rose and they busted him eons ago, kept him out of the Hall of Fame forever, this, that, and the other. But now, hey, you can bet on anything you want. With the football players, they got like, 6 games, maybe 8 game suspension. How much did they make on their bets?
Yeah, exactly. It's another one of those things where you kind of realize like, oh, the mafia's back and also still controlling players to shave points.
Right, that whole
Like,
Chauncey Billups boy. Woo.
yeah, I thought that was gone. By the way, we have a surprise for everybody, and I don't know if you're familiar with this gentleman, Mark, and as Drew Garabo likes to call him, Mark Strutzman is in the house. What's going on, buddy?
Hey.
You look like you might be out of town.
I am in town camping out for some Black Friday shopping.
Oh, okay. What's the goal for the Black Friday shopping right now?
The goal is bourbon. I am at a liquor store for a bourbon drop tomorrow morning. And I'm very excited. Being kept warm in my Bay Area hoodie, which is incredibly, it's very nice. It's keeping me warm.
That's a cheap plug right there. I appreciate that, Mark.
For sure.
Mine was stolen.
My
hoodie by my girlfriend, not by anyone else.
You got to expect that.
Yeah, she took it. She says now it's not your hoodie, it's our hoodie. So
yeah.
What's the bourbon that we're hunting?
So there is a Russell.
Well, his connection like it went out a little bit.
That'd be funny if the neon sign said closed.
Yeah, open, close. He'll be back. That's all right. I'm fine. It's better him than me. I'm okay with that. I get anxiety if it's me. If it's somebody else, I'm fine. He'll come back. There he is.
All right. Yeah. Sorry about that.
No, don't.
Got good. So there is it's called Russell's Reserve that's coming out. That's a barrel that the store has selected to put out. But then they've also got these super rare allocated bottles that they're releasing. So if you buy one of the store picks, then you get to pick from the rare bottles. And I am quite excited to see what they bring out. This store always does good stuff.
Nice. Yeah, you're definitely well known for claiming the limited edition items that
yes
you can find about town. So and at the beer festival, we had Mark scouting for all of the good beers, and we just basically followed his lead. So
I was those PB&Js were where it's at.
Yes. peanut butter stouts were a thing. Now I think I have to go with peanut butter and jelly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and not all of them I think were stouts. They seemed to be like lagers or a porter. They were all great. So no complaints. Patrick, are you a bourbon man, or you prefer something else for your?
When I was drinking a little bit more and everything, I would like Jameson. That was kind of my go-to for a whiskey. I like rum a lot, different types of rum. I definitely dig those bourbon-infused coffees. You know what I'm talking about, man. Them things. Those are so addictive, but they're a little bit more pricey for a pound, so I get a little treat every now and again.
Yeah, you sent me a couple of those. Those are always great. Those are always good to put in the cold brew maker. Always better cold than hot, I think, as far as like flavor. I don't care if it's snowing out. I'm an iced coffee guy. I don't know about you guys, but
snowing. You don't deal with the snow. Come on.
Or icy. I mean, I wear pants once a year, so to work. Just wanted everyone to wear
clarify that.
Pants, not that I'm not wearing pants.
Don't stand up.
It is a short night, though.
It gets real warm in those mail trucks.
It does. Typically, like even if it's cold in the morning, by noon, I'm regretting just wearing long pants. So the shorts are. You have to have a good pair. So, Did you already have the Thanksgiving dinner, Mark?
Had the Thanksgiving dinner. Had the whole day with the family, which was great. My wife's family lives very very close, so we got to go spend some time with them and eat a whole lot. Watched a movie and had some desserts and now they're all still playing video games, but I had to go get in line for bourbon. So
All right. What was so we'll start with Patrick. What was the dessert of choice for pot roast?
Apple pie.
Oh, you're an apple pie guy. Okay.
It's got to be a la mode. You can't have it without. I mean, it's just wrong. It's like eating a hot dog without a bun. I mean, it just don't work. You gotta have a scoop of ice cream with that hot apple pie.
that is the one time that vanilla ice cream is what I prefer. Is when I've got something else. Like if I'm just eating ice cream, I'll go rum raisin. I'll go moose track something. But if there's pie involved, it's got to be vanilla.
Okay.
Straight up vanilla. Yep.
We doing French vanilla, like the kind of like almost yellow vanilla, or are we doing vanilla bean? What's the vanilla?
Vanilla bean.
Okay.
Big time vanilla bean. Yep.
Yeah, you need the little specks in there. You can't no French vanilla. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, no French. It's damn French. That stuff.
And
Regular would be regular ice cream. Mint chip is usually a go-to. And I like the old Neapolitan with the strawberry vanilla chocolate. That's always a good one.
All right. What's the last one left in that though? You eat 2 of the 3 and then one's left for
vanilla. I saved the vanilla for the apple pie.
Okay. All right. Very resourceful.
Strawberry is always the first one. That's probably my favorite of those 3. Cheese. No, I never tried cheese.
That sounds odd enough that it might just work. I've never tried that, but cheese on apple pie, I'll give it a shot.
So I've seen that. I thought that was kind of like either a Midwest or like maybe a Wisconsin thing. That is, I've seen twice in movies, Men in Black, and the new Ed Gein documentary or series.
If you're taking your food advice from Ed Gein, I would choose a better source.
Yeah, I do think that's a Wisconsin thing.
Yeah,
maybe kind of like the Big Ten country does that, but I'd only seen it happen in movies.
We're gonna try that one dessert. I think I sent it over to you, Matt. Remember the apple pie cheesecake?
Yes.
Yeah, we were gonna try that, but we didn't get over to the. There's a delicious orchards. It's close by. We usually go over there and get apple pie. You put the whole apple pie inside a tin, and then you pour the cheesecake filling all over it. It looked pretty good.
What was your dessert of choice, or did you have more than one? By the way,
we had a table full of it, but the top one has got to go to my, I guess, sister, my brother-in-law's wife. I don't know what that makes her to me, but my brother-in-law's wife is a phenomenal baker and made several cheesecakes that were great. So I'm a big cheesecake fan. So that was my go-to today. Just regular cheesecake.
All right, regular cheesecake. Is there so no topping, no cherry, no strawberry?
Maybe a little topping, just a little cherry on there is the way to go. But she also had like a coffee cheesecake that was really good. She'll experiment with all sorts of stuff, but anything she makes, I always enjoy.
Well, I did have you guys on to do maybe ruffle some feathers, no pun intended, for Thanksgiving, about best and worst Thanksgiving side dishes. So I'm happy there's 3 of us. I compiled a list of what I think are my personal favorites. There's some caveats. There's some context. I'm going to let you guys also tell me where I'm wrong on these two lists, and any that you may or may not add. We'll talk about it in the chat, the comments too, if you guys want to chime in. But it's top 5.
Oh, here we go.
I like
This
it.
will be the top 5. So from number 5 in my top 5 Thanksgiving side dishes, rolls or biscuits.
Spot on.
Any type of, flaky, buttery bread, perfect. This honestly could be higher, but it's got to be on the list because I think it's necessary.
And I'll tell you, it's multifunctional. You make sandwiches out of it. Take a few pieces of turkey, make a little sandwich, and it also you can mop up all the gravy with it and eat that, and that's the way to. So like, rolls have several purposes in Thanksgiving.
Is gravy technically a side dish, or is it kind of more of a condiment that goes with the rest? Because I've seen gravy as a side dish.
Gravy's a condiment. I mean, no one's eating just gravy. I mean, maybe you do. I don't know, but
yes,
no, that goes on things.
Yeah, you just dump it over the whole plate, basically.
Yeah,
exactly. It's all going to get mixed together anyway.
Yep. Ellie, sliders, like a little turkey sliders. We actually had that last year. Your little turkey Hawaiian rolls, kind of like after the fact. They weren't like a part of the meal, and then mashed potatoes, stuffing, a little bit of cranberry sauce, little turkey sliders in the toaster. They work.
Yeah, rolls, fresh bread. That could definitely be higher on the list. I can see that.
Yeah.
Anywhere.
Now, are we rolls? Are we biscuits? Are we do anything else, or is it typically just?
I would do a fresh bread, like a nice hearty bread in a Dutch oven. Okay. That's always a big win, especially because it really goes good for, like Mark said, sopping up the gravy. Works the best.
I would say, our family is lucky to have some real good bakers in it, so like we get some good homemade bread. But if I have to go buy something, or if I'm in charge of it, King's Hawaiian rolls are tough to beat. That is, they're so good. So
King's regular Hawaiian, or pretzel?
Probably regular. It just a regular old King's Hawaiian is real tough to beat.
Yeah, I don't think I've had their pretzel buns yet, but they're top notch. You use them for all kinds of things. So, so we country gravy with chorizo instead of regular sausage. I don't typically eat sausage, but white gravy always. Yes, I could do a country gravy for sure.
Now, see, I am a fan of the gravy with sausage. That adds a little extra kick to it.
Do a turkey sausage in there, make it count. But yeah. Number 4 on this list. I almost left it off because I didn't. It kind of, in my eyes, was never really a part of Thanksgiving, like as a kid, and then it kind of worked its way in, and now is probably one of the more popular side dishes for Thanksgiving. If this works.
Dun, dun. Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese. Number 4 of my top side dishes for Thanksgiving.
All right.
Thoughts?
Yeah.
I am a big mac and cheese fan. Like the gooey ones, kind of some of the less cheesy ones can be real good. The only thing I will say is mac and cheese is not one of the ones that I think of specifically for Thanksgiving. You got your green bean casserole, your candied yams, things like that. Those are, when I think of those, I think Thanksgiving. But oh yeah, I mean, mac and cheese, it's tough to beat. especially if you start throwing in some different cheeses, like get some pepper jack, some Munster. Like just I would love experimenting with different cheeses in it.
So breadcrumbs or no breadcrumbs?
I like a breadcrumb. I like a breadcrumb topping. Like yeah.
For the crunch, little texture difference.
Yeah, give me a little bit of crunch in there. A little bit of panko breadcrumbs. And I do agree with Mark too that mac and cheese is not something that screams Thanksgiving as far as traditional goes, but it has become a staple part of Thanksgiving. It's seems to probably be the more popular of the side dishes. It kind of takes over the side dish show at Thanksgiving, even though it's not something that embodies Thanksgiving.
Because it's mac and cheese. Everybody loves mac and cheese. It's hard to pass that up.
Especially if you've got kids involved at a Thanksgiving meal and you're trying, like, everybody, like, all ages love mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese and chicken nuggets.
It's a can't miss for sure.
Exactly.
I don't think that would be on anybody's bottom 5 list. It's of course. Number 3.
Where's he going?
Mashed potatoes. Do what you want with gravy. I like Ellie's idea. Thoughts at mashed potatoes at number 3.
Mashed potatoes, that might even be up there 1 or 2 for me. That's like that's a staple. Gotta have it. Big old pile of mashed potatoes and gravy.
This is going to be a hot take for Thanksgiving. I didn't have any tonight. They made plenty of it. I can do without it.
No. All right.
It's filler to me. It's like it's all right, but when you've got so many options for sides, if you've got a bunch of people bringing stuff, that'll be the last one I take.
Okay. Yeah, I think you can definitely overdo it on the mashed potatoes. That's you can take too much mashed potatoes. It could keep you from eating everything else. So I'm on the same page here with that.
That's what seconds are for.
Yeah. Or thirds. If you're eating at noon or 1 o'clock, are you eating 2 more times?
Yeah, because it's usually like 1 to 1:30. At least we try to eat, and then we try to hit the table again. 4-ish maybe for a little extra, some hors d'oeuvres or something like that, and then dessert. Of course, you got to hit that around 7. Give it a little bit of time before you go to bed to settle.
And
we ate around 2 o'clock today, and I haven't even thought about being hungry since then. That's how much food I had in my stomach. I was stuffed. We all took naps afterwards, but I wouldn't even think about eating right now.
Yeah, if you're eating at 7, 8 o'clock, 6, 7, 8 o'clock on Thanksgiving, what are you doing? You're missing out on the best part of Thanksgiving, which is the nap.
The food coma nap. That's usually during the Lions game.
It's exactly right.
Yeah. Number 2 on my list, sweet potato casserole. Now, there is a context with this with number 2. It's sweet potatoes, a sweet potato casserole. Brown sugar, oats, maybe marshmallows. Doesn't have to be. Maybe pecans.
Yeah.
Sweet potato casserole.
Oh, Pat, I can't contaminate my wonderful mashed potatoes with sweet potato.
All right. Too much taters for Patrick.
I love sweet potato casserole. I would almost say the marshmallows are required. Like I want it to be a dessert that I like. It's basically a dessert that is masking itself as a side. So I will
Yeah,
will say that that's required. Like the pecans, maybe. Those are good. I'll enjoy it with or without, but I need the marshmallows on there.
Yeah, marshmallows, or I've even seen maybe a little bit of fluff, little marshmallow fluff too on
Oh
that.
yeah.
Little known fact. I think it made the worst caloric or unhealthy fast food choices. I think of past 20 years was Boston Market's sweet potato casserole. It
And it
was
was so good.
it it beat everything. I mean, I feel like it beat like bloomin' onions, which are like 3,000 calories by themselves. Which, by the way, I would accept a bloomin' onion as a side dish for Thanksgiving. Just throwing that out there.
Also, R.I.P. Boston Market. I mean, that was a sad
Yeah,
one.
yeah, that's a sad one to see go. Their sweet potato casserole was probably one of the best for sure.
So, but with the marshmallows on it, isn't it more like a sweet potato pie than a side dish?
There's no crust.
Yeah, no crust.
All right,
There's
you
no
got me
crust.
there.
Yeah, that's fair. But depending on what the texture is, it could be a little. I mean, it is desserty for sure. It's almost. I think it's the last thing you're going to eat on the plate for sure, because it is like the dessert of the side dishes without fully being a dessert. Like Mark said, it's masking as a side dish.
Yeah, so you save that kind of like in the corner of the plate after you're done with all your other stuff. I get it.
Separated from the mashed potatoes, though, if that makes you feel better. Keep them on different sides.
I'm weird like that. I gotta keep my food separate. I don't want to get up too much.
I get it. We don't need a green bean getting lost in the mashed potatoes.
Yeah, I know. It ruins the whole mashed potato.
I've got so much food on the plate by the time I'm putting it all on there. It just ends up as one pile of food anyway after trying a little bit of everything.
Now, there's exceptions, like with the mashed potatoes, if I have a good turkey, I like mixing the turkey in with mashed potatoes and the gravy.
Oh, yeah.
So
and Mark, you need the mashed potato volcano so that you can dip things in the gravy pool. Do you have the mound of potatoes, or do you like the bowl so you could have a gravy?
You got to do a gravy spot, because that turkey sometimes, man, I've had a military turkey, boy, that's dry. The tough old boot leather, like, holy cow.
That's true.
Drown it in that stuff.
Okay, before I reveal number one, what's your number one? Patrick first. Best Thanksgiving side.
My number one side. I would say for me, it would actually be a bread. It would be cornbread.
Okay.
A nice homemade, real cornbread with real kernels of corn, some jalapenos in there, toasted up nice with a little butter. That's very nice for me.
I would say definitely. I would say green bean casserole is the one that sort of embodies Thanksgiving to me. Wife makes a great one. I love it. But it's not a Thanksgiving meal if I don't have it.
I would probably accept cornbread in the rolls category. Maybe like I mentioned, a bread. I like a good cornbread casserole too, which kind of has like that.
Oh yeah,
almost like a stuffing dressing feel to it, but it's essentially cornbread, mixture of creamed corn and Jiffy cornbread mix. Great, especially great at barbecue places. I love that they do that. My number one, stuffing.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't, any way you roll this, I'm a stovetop fan. I'm a little white trash. I like stovetop. I'll eat any kind of dressing. You make it any way you want. With or without the giblets, I will totally accept a giblet infused stuffing. Big fan. So stuffing dressing is my number one, and that could also be a cornbread stuffing, Patrick, if you want.
Stuffing's a great one. I also am a little white trashy and prefer stovetop over the stuffed stuffing, as you would say, I guess. The one that's cooked in the turkey. I would prefer stovetop. But it's got to be the one with the little herbs in it. It can't be that plain stovetop. I got to class it up. Yeah, class it up a little bit.
Yeah, look at me, a little seasoning.
All right, so here's a question, and this is only because one of my favorite sides that I always have to have at Thanksgiving is not a traditional one. So I'm wondering, if you could pick a non-traditional Thanksgiving side, what would it be? And I'll tell you mine, fried okra. I love some fried okra. Like, get that for me at Cracker Barrel any day of the week, and I'm good. But that just seems to go well with everything I have for a Thanksgiving meal. So I'd love me some fried okra.
Ooh, yeah, I don't know.
I would say just because my wife's family is English, they have these they're called English popovers. It's like it's a pastry. It kind of looks like a souffle a little bit. It's hollowed out in the center and it goes up big on the sides, and you just pour the gravy right in the center of it.
Ooh.
And it's really good.
Yeah.
Non-traditional. I mean, there's a couple that I didn't put on the list that I would probably ask to have in a Thanksgiving meal. I know this might be traditional, but not. I mean, it's probably some sort of roasted carrots.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
typically see that in a Thanksgiving, feast. There tends to be some sort of like honey glazed carrots, which I think
Oh, yeah.
will probably be on my honorable mention in the top 5, like a honey glazed carrots or a cornbread casserole. But those might be more traditional than not for me.
You can't go wrong with some honey glazed carrots. I like the heirloom ones with the different, like the purple. Those ones look nice. They don't taste any different, but they look nice.
Yeah, they do all taste the same, but you want some color. All right, so feel free to leave now if you want, Mark, but I'm going to upset you with my next list. This is the worst Thanksgiving side dishes.
That's all right. You can be wrong.
For my opinion. I don't think we're gonna get banned by YouTube, but feel free to curse at me if you want. Number 5 on my bottom 5 worst side dishes for Thanksgiving. Drum roll. Green bean casserole.
Yeah.
And I'll say here's why. Is I always have some. They're kind of for me like candy corn for Halloween. It's it's not going to be at Thanksgiving. It's it's always the same. You know what you're getting. It's the French onions, the canned green beans, the cream of mushroom soup. Not bad. I'm gonna have a bite or two to make it Thanksgiving, but it's not really, in my mind, a top-notch. It screams Thanksgiving, probably out of more than everything else. Like, as far as like what embodies Thanksgiving, it's probably number 1 or 2, right, Mark? But far as taste and feeling, it's on my bottom 5.
So I will say, first of all, you're wrong, but I already knew that going in. It is a really easy dish to mess up. I've had it a lot of places. Either it gets too dry, or it's almost like a soup that you're trying to fish out, like too much too many of the wrong ingredients in there. You need the right balance of dry and moist, and so if you have a bad one, it can be disappointing.
Okay.
Yeah, that could be a traumatizing experience if you dip into one that you ain't digging. But yeah, green bean casserole for me, that's usually a pass. It's the mushroom soup. I don't really care for the mushroom soup. I like the green beans, like with little slivers of almonds cooked in with them, and just a little salt and pepper.
All right, Patrick is better than us, Mark. Just letting you know that he prefers multicolored carrots, slivers of almonds in his green beans,
Well,
maybe a
with
sprinkle of Parmesan cheese on the top there.
I mean, his beard is longer. We already knew he was better than us. That's okay.
yeah, fufu.
Yeah.
I gotta eat the fufu stuff.
Yeah, he's over here flexing his beard strength. All right, number 4, and this could go for most vegetables. Salad could have been in this spot, honestly. Number 4 on my not side dishes. And this feels like an obvious one, if it ever works. Brussels sprouts. I've seen it on a few lists, and I like a good roasted Brussels sprout, but not for Thanksgiving, ever.
Huh.
And I like a good roasted Brussels sprout, like olive oil, a little bit of garlic, a little Parmesan cheese. I can get fancy in my sprouts, but perhaps a Chipotle glaze or something, but not for Thanksgiving. I think
I don't know if I've never seen it at a Thanksgiving meal, but believe me, I love Brussels sprouts. Like you said, put a little olive oil and some seasoning on those, pop them in the air fryer. They're good to go. But I don't know. I guess I've just never thought of it as a Thanksgiving side. So I'll remain neutral on my stance.
All right.
I have seen it at a few Thanksgivings that I have attended that outside of my own immediate family. Not a huge fan. No, can't say that I really care for Brussels sprouts too much.
All right. Even if we put a little balsamic glaze on there for you, Patrick, or no?
Oh, boy, you really oh, no balsamic glaze. Come on. You smother it in butter and you fry it. Maybe we get it down. But
yeah, a lot of garlic. I'm all right with Brussels sprouts.
Artichoke hearts or artichoke, steamed artichoke. I would go for that. Yeah, over a Brussels sprout.
Okay. Number 3. This is like it's a tough one because it is an ingredient and one of my favorite side dishes just in general. But I don't like seeing it by itself at a Thanksgiving dinner. Creamed corn. Now, this, not so aesthetically looking item is a great ingredient for cornbread casserole. This ever wants to go away. But by itself, not a fan. Also, too soupy for me.
It's hard to make it look good. I mean, how are you going to make it look good? The first thing you eat with is your eyes. You walk by a big old bowl of creamed corn, and you're like, damn.
I would say I agree. And I like creamed corn, but when I'm fixing a Thanksgiving plate, I want it all to be on the same plate. And I'm not saying it all has to be solid, but it all has to have the ability to remain on its own. So I don't want to put something on there that's going to be like, if my plate tilts a little bit, it's going to slide to the other side and cover everything. So, I mean, I want to at least be able to section off my my Thanksgiving plate.
Because it tastes like creamed corn.
you just, I mean, if you want to put it in a separate bowl and eat it with a spoon, maybe, but yeah, not on the Thanksgiving plate.
Yeah, that cream corn, the cream from the corn gets into everything else. I understand. Yeah, I'm not and I'm a big corn fan. Give me corn salsa, cornbread casserole, grits. I'm corn tortilla over flour tortilla every day of the week. I don't want cream corn at a Thanksgiving meal. But
what about corn on the cob with the beard?
I mean, that's got to be out for a lot of us.
It's a train wreck when you're done. Usually I get it like a side when I go out to eat. It's one of those nice roasted corns. But yeah, it's tough to eat when you have a long beard.
I always shave it off with a knife and then eat it with a fork.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of street corn. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
But
with
cream
Parmesan.
Corn. A little bit of cilantro. Fancy it up. No cream corn. I agree with Mark. It drains into the rest of your side dishes. Number 2 is also, I guess, kind of some context to this. It's a relative of number 2 on the other list, yams. And normally because they're canned. A lot of the items on the bottom list, even though it's required to make them as a whole, and using fresh ingredients for these items probably doesn't make it feel like Thanksgiving, but a lot of these items on the bottom list come from a can. Canned yams with the marshmallows. It's a rich side dish that I feel can leave an aftertaste in your mouth for the rest of the night.
Yeah, that has to be homemade. It's got to be homemade if you're doing that.
Yeah, Grandma's got to make that one. Yeah, if Grandma ain't making that one, it's probably gonna be a hard pass for me. If Grandma gets in there with her magic touches, then yeah, probably be all right.
A lot of these might be revealing some trauma, but I can always remember, with sweet potato casserole, you get, brown sugar, oats, there's some other ingredients. You get the pecans, maybe some crushed nuts or something on top. With yams, the ingredient is yams.
There's not much else to go with it.
I think my mom would put brown sugar on them and some marshmallows, but the brown sugar was like on top, wasn't like in the yams. So it's like you got a taste of the brown sugar as you could dig into the canned yam flavor. But again, always on the plate, maybe take a bite or two, but it's not something you're going to go back for more. Just that's my opinion.
Depends how much you like yams.
Yeah.
I'm wondering that the first one's coming up, and I'm just gonna say mine, freaking spinach dip. That is the worst thing to look at when you're walking by the buffet table. It's like just a green mess.
A lot of cream of something. So just like the cream spinach or just spinach.
Yeah, that cream, cream spinach dip, cream spinach. Just I'm not a fan of the creamed vegetables. I'm just not. Don't do it for me. Okay. That would be my one.
And I'll respond after you show it. But if you stick with your theme of things in a can, and you put up there what I think you might put up there.
Oh, he won't do it. He won't.
We got a problem.
Yeah, I don't like it, but I don't think I have ever eaten it, not once, at any Thanksgiving in my 45 years of life. Fun to look at. That's as close as I'm ever getting. Don't
do it, Matt.
He's going there. I know he is.
It is never not in any picture. It apparently is it's such a great accompaniment to Thanksgiving not putting it in my mouth, cranberry sauce.
You had to do it.
I told you we were ruffling some feathers. I didn't know it was going to be yours, Mark.
This is one of the few things, and there aren't many. It's better when it's in a can. You just drop it out, go, and the ridges from the can make it so easy to slice pieces. I mean it's so good.
So instead of cranberry sauce, it's more like a cranberry puck.
That's exactly right.
Little squares out of it.
Yeah. You know, you always need that. You always need to see that Jell-O mold sliced cranberry sauce. You know,
the only thing I will say about cranberry sauce, and believe me, I love it. I normally don't eat it. Like when I'm eating Thanksgiving, I normally don't eat it on its own. Like I'll put a little bit on some stuffing or dressing. I'll put a little bit on some turkey and eat that together, and not just a fork full of cranberry sauce. But I guess in that way, I treat it more as a sort of a condiment. But it's got to be there.
I would probably accept some sort, and again, the most popular version is the canned, just Jell-O mold.
Yep.
And it makes the slurpy sound as it comes out of the can. You know, I don't hate like a real, like maybe just like an actual reduced cranberry sauce, you know, that is probably more of like a condiment, right? That you could spread a little bit onto different items. Like I'm fine with, but like the canned cranberry sauce where you have to blow the dust off because it's been sitting on this grocery store shelf for 9 months. I've never eaten it. I mean, so Patrick, your thoughts?
All right. When I used to have to eat it, when I was young, I would take a biscuit and cut it in half, and I would take the cranberry puck and stick it between the biscuit and eat the biscuit. That's how I would eat it. Now it's just pass.
Yeah. If you get, and again, you could throw some little bit of cranberry sauce, like on, again, like, you know, Ellie mentioned the sliders, or I believe it's also called, a couple sandwich places call it like the Ben Franklin, where it's like the Thanksgiving sandwich, or I think Wawa has one now where it's like it's a hoagie, turkey, gravy, mashed potatoes, stuffing, and then there's like some sort of cranberry sauce.
Cranberry jam.
Yeah.
I get that from Wawa regularly, and they have the name is a little off-putting because they call it the hot gobbler, and that just always sounds weird to go up and order a hot gobbler from a dude at Wawa. But I feel like I'm in a place I shouldn't be ordering a hot gobbler. But yeah, Wawa does Thanksgiving right.
Yeah, I've seen that, the hot gobbler. I remember that one. There's also another sandwich shop. Name is missing on me at the moment, but they have it, and I think they do call it something like the Ben Franklin, or it's like the George Washington, and it's just like exactly what Wawa has, but they call it something different.
Yeah.
And I've had those. I like one a year, you know, to get in the mood. That's got cranberry sauce on it. I could do without it, but if it's on there, I'm not shying away. Yeah, if it's homemade too, cranberry.
That does sound good.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Cranberry and orange are those flavor profiles go quite well together.
They do.
So that just means, Matt, we're going to need a hot gobbler beard oil fragrance with turkey, cranberry, orange, everything that's in Thanksgiving. Just slap it on my face.
The little bit of Hawaiian roll fragrance.
Yeah.
Leftover gravy.
Yeah, I could put something together. You can do a cranberry. I think there was we had an appetizer that had some sort of cranberry sauce with sage and I think like a not a brie but like a goat cheese in a
Oh yeah.
little
Oh yeah.
phyllo dough shell that had like that was a cranberry. Might have been with some raspberry too. That was good. I think just cranberry sauce as a whole is definitely no. I'm out on. Hot gobbler. Hot gobbler beard oils. I got a year to figure it out.
That could be your next hit, man. I'm telling you. I could see that one selling pretty good.
Just so crazy, it might work.
I've seen some pizza beard oils. I think hot gobbler might work.
I saw a pizza beard oil with you could choose to get pineapple included in it or not.
Yeah, the two different. I didn't even know who did that one. That was
you can pirate theme it too. Have two pirates roasting a turkey over a spit or something like that.
They make a tomato and oregano essential oil fragrance oil blend that I think you could easily have like some sort of pizza scented profile. Would go great.
I was gonna, speaking of off the wall fragrance oils, I was gonna send this to you a little while ago, Matt, but turns out the company I got it from went out of business. I found an Old Bay fragrance oil that I made some candles and wax melts out of. Oh my goodness, it just smells like you got a crab oil going on.
Nice. Old Bay.
I was like, man, if I could get an Old Bay beard oil, that.
Let's say Tom. Turkeys do actually have a beard. Speaking of beard products, we'll handle a little bit of business. We'll let you guys go. Didn't want to do all night, but Crumb Skull is now available from Bay Area Beer Company. Gingerbread, spruce, eggnog, fantastic scent. It's definitely the holiday scent of the year. No ifs, ands, or buts. Almost called that something different, but unfortunately, the gingerbread cookie in that is a little bit forward. So,
perfect.
Yes. And for anyone wondering, Black Friday bundle discount has been live since noon today. Blame Patrick. He thought it started at noon, or when he woke up. I don't know. That's what he thought.
Pretty much. It's all about me. So
he's like, "Hey, I'm looking at your stuff. It's all out of stock. What's the deal?" I said, "Oh, it's just not live yet." I said, "I'll fix it." So I fixed it.
Like, I'm ready to shop, and your stuff's all sold out. I'm like, come on.
So I changed it. I fixed it for Patrick. It was live earlier today. If you're just tuning in, Black Friday bundle discounts are available. First item you add to the cart is good for 15% off. Every additional item that you add on top of that gets you an additional 5% off your order. So if you're not planning on getting 3, 4, 5, 6 items, add a soap, add a beard oil sample, get an additional 5% off for that one item. It's across the entire store, excluding apparel. If you add any piece of apparel to the cart, that's good for 20% off, and you still get the bundle discounts on everything else. If you sign up for the newsletter, you can get a 5% off discount code, which adds an additional 5% off. So if you buy 6 or more items, you get 45% off your order, which is, as far as I've seen, minus I think a couple companies are doing free gifts. It's the best deal out there. So
if I could recommend one product that I don't know if it gets enough love, but the sea salt spray for your hair is fantastic. I mean, it smells good, it works great, it keeps my hair in the shape that I put it in. Just spray it on my head a couple of times, rub my hands through my hair, and I'm good to go for the day. That so if you need another product to add to your cart, check out the sea salt spray.
Yeah, and I think that one is, again, a lot of these are basically, if you get the free shipping, you're essentially getting 50% off your order. And you don't need to buy high expensive items. You could just add samples to reach that next level and get an additional 5% off. So if you only want one item, you get the 5% off. You can get at least 20% off just one item. So if you haven't already done the shopping, it lasts until Sunday. Check out the shop. That's all the business we'll do tonight. I didn't want to talk about all that all night.
Something on that. I had the experience earlier when I went and put my order in. Just if you're doing multiple, just keep adding and then do the discount at the end. Because what I was doing was trying to add the discount for each one, and it was messing me up. It would only do the discount for the one, and then I try to add 2 or 3 more in the cart. And I'm like, oh, the discount disappeared. So I had to do it like 2 or 3 times before my dumbass figured it out.
Yeah, it'll. I don't think it'll do it. Like if your pop-up cart, it probably won't show. So that on each page, it will actually show the bundle discounts for if you buy 6 of that item, what the price would be after the 6th item of that specific product. If you go and look at your cart itself might not reflect the discounts that you're receiving based off the number of items. You will see that at checkout, just as a heads up.
Yeah, and if anybody's thinking of adding anything to their cart for the sale, I would recommend the tallow. I love the tallow balm. It's so good.
Nice.
If you have eczema or any type of skin condition where you have some rashes, I found the tallow balm works out the best. It really does help my eczema condition when I get flare-ups. And the unscented is perfect for that type of skin.
Highly underrated. Same thing with the sea salt spray, even though that does really well at markets locally. Mark's right. I'm a big fan of the sea salt spray. Of wavy hair, could get thick and oily. That's great for the beachy feel. It's like a hairspray without using hairspray.
Oh yeah, I love it. It works great for me too. Jerk.
You use it in your beard. I know a lot of people don't, just because most guys don't want that beachy feel beard, but you can use it. Good conditioner, just not great for the initial feel, I think, but it does condition.
Yeah, the one I got for the wife. She likes it.
Yep, wives love the sea salt spray too. Probably need to make a more of a couple different scents in that too, because that's a popular product. I think that could go with some different scents too.
You could definitely do a feminine type scent with that. I think that would probably, my wife likes it. So. She likes that serum too. That skin serum for under her eyes and around her eyes in the corner and stuff.
Yeah, Bob and Tit love the sea salt spray. They grabbed one today. I appreciate that, guys. They even had the special version. I did. So, well, gentlemen, what's the next step for your Thanksgiving? Mark, when is the official release for the bourbon?
Store opens up at 9 a.m. tomorrow.
So you got 12 more. What's your spot in line at the moment?
There's nobody else here. So
wow.
I'll get the first pick of something good. So
is there a limit? You gonna grab more than one, or
there's a 2-bottle limit. So I'm waiting to hear back from a couple of friends if they want me to grab them my second one, but if not, probably just the one.
Is there
a price range on this bourbon?
So this bottle, I think, is $71.99.
That's not so bad.
And then some of the like the rarer bottles that you can pick from go anywhere from like 75. Some can be in the $200 to $300 range, depending on how expensive they are to get, how much they cost. But they can vary pretty widely. But according to my wife, I've got enough of a collection now, so I don't need to go buying 2 and 3 bottles of everything.
One is allowed, 2 and 3 is not.
That's correct.
Kind of like with beer supplies, 5 or 6, but you start getting up in the 20s and they got a problem with it.
I haven't heard Vic complain about your beard oil spending like as of late. I remember getting a couple.
Well, a hint would be make something she likes, and it's a lot easier to get it by her.
Do my best. I gave you a Sour Patch Kids special edition that I don't even think you really were a fan of.
I liked the Oathbound one better. I really did.
Oh.
That one is super nice. That one's top for me. Out of those 3, the Oathbound one was the best because it kind of reminded me of that shave oil you made me that one time.
Yeah,
with
the white chocolate.
The white chocolate raspberry truffle. That was so good. And this kind of has a little bit of that in it with that raspberry, but you get that nice stout smell, of the beer at the back end. So that one hands down. If you're looking to get an oil, get that one.
That's the white gravy cranberry sauce stovetop shave oil I made that you were a fan of.
Yes, excellent.
My wife has got. I've got a limited number of fragrances I'm allowed to wear to bed at night. So it for her it's Fancy or Revenge. Those are the 2 that are good for daytime or nighttime fragrances.
I think if I had to pick, I think I would go Revenge for bedtime too.
Yeah.
There should probably, hopefully, be some nighttime scents coming up. More stuff. Definitely have a coffee scent on the way. Most likely some sort of evening scent. But I think Revenge is one you could definitely wear to bed. That's popular.
I will say pineapple upside down cake one tonight.
Yeah. He comes out of state. He gets all the fun cakes and pies. Loves the cakes and pies and popsicles and candy.
And I will say your which one was your previous scent with coffee in it? Was that Genesis?
There was Genesis, and I also did have Sip, which I know Patrick liked too. It was like an Irish coffee that had some whiskey, maybe a hint of mint, brown sugar, and coffee. As
many companies that I have tried coffee fragrances from, that was the one that actually smelled like natural coffee. Everything else smelled like it was. There have been like a lot of like coffee and cream, like real sweet coffee fragrances, but this just smelled like actually roasting coffee. That one was a big hit.
I've seen a lot of companies do that too. I use real coffee essential oil in my scents. I will not make a coffee scent that has any type of synthetic coffee fragrance. I know I have to use real coffee. I'm a coffee buff. I don't like the fake plasticky smelling coffee scents that just almost smell. And I don't, I like my sugary cinnamon dolce gingerbread coffees, but I want more on the coffee edge. I can't have a fake smelling coffee scent.
Oh no, absolutely not.
No. Another one coming soon, hopefully. Patrick, you're going to watch any more football this evening after your Lions lost, or are we?
Very depressing. Let's not bring that up.
You know what? You don't feel like watching the Bengals and Ravens go at it?
Yeah, I'll probably tune in. I try to limit the amount of pain and suffering that I inflict on Vic because she hates football. She doesn't know the score. She don't know the rules. So, every time I got to re-explain it. So she usually gets on her iPad and starts doing stuff while I'm watching the game.
I appreciate that I married someone who loves football probably more than I do, but her whole family are also South Carolina Gamecock fans. So it is between that and being a Gator fan myself, it is just a lifetime of misery this year.
Probably the only two SEC teams that aren't doing well this year.
Oh, they are awful. It's depressing to watch. They keep finding new ways to lose.
South Carolina has for sure. So is Florida.
Oh, yeah.
They've those two teams have really kept your hopes up the whole year, and then only to dash them in the fourth quarter, which I don't want to poke too much fun because Ohio State, Michigan is Saturday, and we have not won that in 4 years. I am as nervous as ever, but win or lose, we're still in the playoffs, so it's not a season-ending disappointment if they do. So,
but it's always nice.
You know, I'm from Michigan, so I had to say that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, you already win the Detroit thing. You don't need to pile on. You know, you got the Lions. You win the Lions Bucks bet every year, which I forgot to make this year. But you were just going to get another hat or shirt or something. Just
I always love the swag. I got my one on tonight.
They're all wearing
it out of the way. Sorry.
But thank you guys for joining me on this Thanksgiving evening. You know, I think Mark can just do a show by himself. See how we'll just do a 12-hour Mark Stutzman extravaganza. We'll break live stream records. He'll be out there till 9 p.m.
I'll start sipping on some of the bourbon that I brought with me, and things will get real interesting.
You take a nap. Don't lose your place in line.
That's right. I've got my zero gravity chair that goes fully horizontal.
Oh, nice. Now, if you're gonna do it, I mean, you got your Wi-Fi. Apparently, you're set up. You're warm. I think if this was up north, you might have a problem.
Oh, that would be tough.
Set up one of those glamping tents that's like a giant living room
with the heater inside.
Yeah, glamping. It's something that's the only way I will camp is if there's an air conditioned bed to sleep in. I'll do the whole camping thing until it's time to go to bed, and then I want to be inside. That's probably
Yeah, I think my days of going to I used to go to that Bonnaroo festival up in Tennessee, and I would just sleep in the back of my car for 5 straight nights, and I don't think my body could take that anymore. It was fun when I was younger, but I just can't do it.
But thank you guys for tuning in.
Yeah.
We hope to do this a lot more. I've already told Patrick he might be the new co-host. Mark, this might be a threesome from now on. We don't know. This is pretty good. I like hanging out with you guys.
It's a good-looking threesome.
Yeah,
hey,
of course.
Trifecta.
So, thank you guys for tuning into the Man Cove, and we will see you again soon. Happy Thanksgiving. God bless. Thank you guys for all the support. Until next time.
Oh, yeah.
You got it, brother. Anytime. Thanks.
See ya.
Good night, everybody.